Today I'm going to do a few Christmas party makeup tutorials. I'm just going to get straight into it. So first up, what I'm going to use is the Pore Correcting Primer. So I always love to use a primer. I think it just makes your face really perfect in a way to put the foundation on, and it makes your foundation stay on as well. And I love this one because it's really hydrating, so my skin is a little bit dry, so it's nice to put on. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on. And you want to just like rub it, make sure just put it all over your face. And I even quite like to put it around about my eyes. So I've got eye cream on, but I like to put it quite close to my eyes just to make sure they stay hydrated as well. For the base, I'm going to use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is my favourite foundation at the moment. I used to use MAC a lot, and now I absolutely love this. I do like dabble with a few others, but this is my favourite one. I just think it gives a really flawless look. And then to apply it, I'm going to use the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge Blender. So I've been using the Beauty Blender, like the original one, and I really liked it, I thought it was good, and then it started to rip, like all the sponge bit. I had it a few months and it already started to rip, so for £16 I didn't think that was good. So the Real Techniques one's only like £5, and it's really good. I actually prefer like the feel of it, the texture of it, and I think it puts foundation on really well. So one to look out for if you haven't tried it. So I'm going to put on a bit of foundation, so give it a shake and add a bit to the Beauty Blender. So what I want to do is just start dabbing this on. I'm tempted to go like this when I put on foundation, just wipe it down, but I see more people do this, which seems to take longer, but does give a nice effect. So bear with me while I dab on my foundation. I thought I'd just do a bit of a chatty tutorial today, just because I always kind of whiz through it, so I thought I'll chat to you like what I'm doing, and then you can see actually what I do. So as you can see, it's already starting to give a really nice finish, which is nice. What I like about this sponge is there's so many different ends. So you've got the pointy one, which is probably the one I use most, but you can kind of use this one for other areas as well. So next up, I'm then going to use the eye primer, and I normally use the Urban Decay eye primer, but what I've started using now is this Belle one, which is just pretty much exactly the same, but it's a lot cheaper. And the reason I like it is, as well, it's cheaper, but also it's hypoallergenic, and I have really sensitive eyes at the moment, so it's really been helping them not to get really dry and sore. So I'm just going to dab that on my eyelid. Okay, then next I'm going to do my concealer, and for that I'm using the Estee Lauder Perfectionist. This is really cool. It's a youth infusing brightening serum and concealer. So one end is a sort of under eye concealer, and then the other end is a stick. So I'm going to use the stick side first, and I'm just going to cover this spot here. And then I'm going to take the other end, which is the under eye concealer, and I love this concealer. This is such a good concealer if you're going on a night out, or say you were going after work to your work party, because it really brightens the eyes. So it not only hides sort of the dark circles, it just brightens it really well. So I'm just going to dab some of this on. As you can see, it's got like really light reflecting kind of particles in it. They already kind of lift up your eye area. Just gonna dab that on. Just using a Lottie London brush, which their brushes are actually really good. I really like them. I love all the bright colours that they have. And nice. Get the concealer, foundation, everything. I'm just using the MAC Mineralized Finish Powder in medium, and then I'm using the big Real Techniques powder brush. This is a great powder brush. I love this brush. It's so big. Just really covers all your face. And this is a great powder just to set everything and make sure it's gonna stay in place all night long. After that, I'm gonna use the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Bronzer, which smells like chocolate. It smells amazing. I'm just gonna buff up some of this. And then we're ready to do the eyes. So what I'm going to do and use is a couple of shades from the new Gwen Stefani palette, which you might have seen on my blog and also my last video because I love it. So I'm going to start with the shade Blonde, which is just a really light beige colour, and yeah, this one was named after just because Gwen Stefani is blonde, which is pretty obvious. I'm going to work this over the lid and up to the brow bone. I love this palette because it had like a really massive mirror, so you can just, if you did take it with you, you can use the mirror. I'm going to use the colour Baby, which is a really light shimmery pink. I really like this one, so I'm going to work this across the eyelid. I love this colour. Like baby doll pink, so cute. Putting it on top of the blonde, it just emphasises it a little bit more. So now I've got the light pink, I'm going to go for something a little bit darker, kind of the crease. So there is like a really nice kind of grey and a black, but I don't want to go too full on for this look. So I'm going to go for the Zone, which is a kind of dark to medium brown, which I think would be really nice. Just using a Model's Own brush. This is actually a lip brush, it says, but I've been using it for eyeshadow and it's really great for working in the crease. So if it starts to look too heavy at first, because we're going to blend it in. This is an angled shadow brush, and this is a really good one for blending. So I'm just going to blend that into the pink shade. Because the colours aren't too dark together, you can just blend all over and it'll give a really nice effect. For eyeliner, I'm going to use my usual eyeliner, which is the Rimmel Glam Eyes. This is my favourite eyeliner. I always go back to it, no matter how many eyeliners I try, I go back to this one. So I'm just going to use this for the top line. See it double lines, which is a double-ended eyeliner. So you've got the kind of pen side, and then you've got the crayon kohl and the kind of kohl pencil-y crayon side, which I love. And I'm just going to do this underneath the lashes at the top. Just going to make your eyes pop a little bit more. And then I'm also going to use the kohl on the bottom eyelid just to draw a really light line, nothing too heavy. The Too Faced Better Than Sex, just to give my eyelashes really voluminous, plump look. I like the big brush of this mascara. Do my eyebrows, and for that I'm using the Illamasqua eyebrow cake and also the Illamasqua eyebrow brush, which is just the perfect brush to do your eyebrows. I really like this eyebrow gel, it just goes on so easy, and it's the only thing I find that stays on. So it's a good one for going out for a party to make sure your brows will stay on all night. There's nothing worse than when like you get a pencil, when you put pencil on your brows and it starts to just come off. That's the worst. Next up, I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. So So for that I'm using the 17 Define and Conquer kit. I love this kit. It's very affordable and also it just has 2 gorgeous shades in it. So what I'm going to do is use this Lottie London contour brush, and I'm going to use a darker shade just in this bit of my apple. Was this the cheekbony bit? So here, just adds a little bit of definition. Also going to do it around the chin and down the sides of the nose. And I'm going to take this Tarte brush, which is really good for the highlight, and using the lighter shade just across the eye area. And down the nose. And also a little bit here as well. And it's just a really simple little bit of contouring. And then I'm also going to do more of a highlight, but I'm going to use the blush first. So for blush, I am going to use the NARS, what is this? Super Orgasm, yeah. I knew it was Orgasm, but it's like super. I seen it in my last video and I can't even remember the name of it. But I love this because it's got gold flecks in it, so, and it's really pinky, so it'll go very well with the eyeshadow. So put that on. Back to highlighting, so again 17, and this is an Instant Glow Shimmer Brick, and I'm going to use the same brush and then just a lighter shade at the top because it adds a really nice shimmer. So I'm just going to brush that across the top of the cheekbone so you can see that shimmer. And I might add a little bit here as well. So it doesn't make your face shiny, it just adds a gorgeous kind of glow, and I love it for that. So just going to line my lips with the Bare Minerals Moxie lip liner in Liberated. This lip liner is really good for nude colours, but it's good for any colour. I find it just works for everything, so I'm just going to use this. So for lips, I'm going to use the 17 All Out Pout palette, and I think there's some really gorgeous like pinky and gold shades, but I think I'm going to go for the dark red just to try something different. So let's give it a go. I love the texture of these lipsticks. They feel amazing. I'm really happy with that. I think that's a really nice colour. I really like it. So I think that's my party look done really. I think the only thing I would say maybe is to add some eyelashes. But this is kind of like an extra step. I think it's up to you whether you feel comfortable wearing eyelashes. I do feel comfortable wearing them, so I'm just going to give them a go. I think they just give the extra oomph. So I'm going to put these on. So that's my eyelashes on. I think they just add a little bit of extra oomph to the eyes. That's my Christmas party look. I'm really loving the pink lips and the pink eyes. A little bit different from the usual kind of red and gold I would normally go for. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and if you did, please do give it a thumbs up at the bottom, as I love to see that. And also remember to subscribe if you aren't already. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and this kind of chatty tutorial, and I will see you next week. Bye!